Perhaps the best way to describe this spot in suburban Great Falls is to use the words of Meriwether Lewis on June 19, 1805. As he said, "I think this formation, the largest I ever beheld, and the handsome cascade which it affords over some steep and irregular rocks in its passage to the river adds not a little to its beauty. It is about 25 yards from the river, situated in a pretty low, level plain, and has sudden descent of about 6 feet in one part of its course. The water of the fountain boils up with such force near its center that its surface in that part seems even higher than the surrounding earth, which is a firm, handsome turf of fine green grass." Here we are at Giant Spring along the banks of the Missouri River. On our left here is one of the shortest rivers in America, the Roe River, flowing into the longest river in America, the Missouri River. So as we walk to the Giant Spring here, again, the Missouri River on the right and Giant Spring on the left, we had over 150 million gallons a day of groundwater percolating up to the surface. So this is water. It was actually rainfall or snowmelt in the Little Belt Mountains. It percolated into the Madison limestone and took some 50 years slowly percolating through the ground to get to this location. At this location, it has enough hydraulic head, enough water pressure to make it 400 feet from that Madison limestone to the surface. If we look down here at my feet, the sandstone that it's coming through, you can see that it's fractured. And so the water is able to percolate through those fractures and make it to the surface. This water is amazing. It's constantly coming out at 54 degrees Fahrenheit, no matter what time of year you're here. And so throughout history, different First Peoples, and of course Lewis and Clark came to this area because no matter what time of year you had this wonderful spring water coming out at 54 degrees. What a truly inspirational spot. One of the really fascinating things about groundwater is that it takes on the average temperature of the area in which it was deposited. And it remains at that temperature while it's in the ground. So this water constantly, all throughout the year, comes out of the ground at 54 degrees Fahrenheit. On the spring, you can see several spots where the water just boiling to the surface, causing a disturbance in the surface of the water. And that's how the water is actually coming through the cracks and getting to the surface. And you can see one here just below our feet where that water is really making its way to the surface. As we descend into Giant Spring, Meriwether Lewis continued. "The water of this fountain is extremely transparent and cold, nor is it impregnated with lime or any other extraneous matter which I can discover, but it is very pure and pleasant."